Here we are, Backlash, May 9th, 2026. Before we get to the match, let's quickly recap the story that brought us here, beginning with what happened, what really happened, and then where I took the story in a different direction. In mid-2025, the Kabuki Warriors reunited, when Asuka saved Kairi Sane from an attack from the Judgment Day, and then together with Iyo Sky, the former Damage Control members, they once again looked like a family. But the reunion wouldn't last. As tensions grew, Asuka became increasingly frustrated with Iyo's friendships and alliances with the likes of Stephanie Vaca, Nikki Bella, and of course, Rhea Ripley. As Iyo's co-high, she questioned Iyo's loyalty, became possessive of the people around her, and began pushing away from anyone she viewed as a threat. Kairi Sane, meanwhile, found herself trapped in the middle. Unlike Asuka and Iyo, Kairi didn't want conflict. She just wanted the family to stay together and wanted everyone to get along. But that became more impossible as time went on. After Iyo lost the Women's World Championship, her friendship with Rhea Ripley only intensified Asuka's anger, and eventually, Asuka snapped. Following a match with Rhea Ripley, Asuka attacked both Rhea and Iyo, completing a heel turn and beginning a rivalry that would define the next several months. Kairi Sane originally tried to keep the peace, but became a victim of the situation. Whenever Asuka demanded loyalty, Kairi gave it and complied. And Kairi convinced herself there had to be a reason. Loyalty slowly became control, and that control became abuse. Kairi herself was forced to attack Iyo and Rhea. Over the following months, the Kabuki Warriors found success together. They won the Women's Tag Team Championships. They worked together in the War Games match. But behind what was going on, the relationship was gradually beginning to deteriorate. Asuka began to blame Kairi for every setback. Every loss and every mistake, nothing Kairi ever did was good enough. Asuka would even contradict herself. One week she'd say she did good, and then the next week she'd go back to the abuse as always. By early 2026, Kairi had become little more than a tool for Asuka's ambitions. It was after the Elimination Chamber that I chose to take the story in a different direction. Asuka captured the Women's Intercontinental Championship from AJ Lee, but her behaviour only became worse. Kairi Sane legitimately believed that with Asuka winning a singles championship, that Asuka would be okay again. But that wasn't to be the case. Kairi still got constantly criticised and belittled, reminded that she only existed because Asuka allowed it. The one person who refused to give up on her was Iyo Sky. Despite everything that happened between them, Iyo continued to try and help Kairi see the truth, feeling that she deserved better. This eventually led to a conflict at WrestleMania, in which Kairi still showed loyalty to Asuka. Iyo Sky challenged Asuka for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and it could have gone either way. It was a very even match. But after Kairi came out to try and see what was going on, to try and get involved, wanting to be a part of WrestleMania, she distracted the referee. The referee missed Iyo reaching for the ropes. Asuka took advantage and retained the championship as a result. For a moment, it looked like the story would end the same way it kept on ending. Asuka victorious and Kairi obedient. Iyo being defeated, but then Asuka made a mistake. She refused to stop torturing Iyo because she just couldn't get over the fact that Iyo had moved on from her, that Iyo was trying to help Kairi. Asuka couldn't get over the fact that Iyo was the first Japanese woman to win at WrestleMania. Asuka's victory may have been for the championship, but she wanted to teach Iyo a lesson. The referees couldn't stop her, and eventually, Kairi couldn't watch any longer. Kairi had stayed silent, even helping Asuka in attacking Iyo and Rhea for all these months. But she had lived in fear, until finally, she'd seen enough. She said enough, having once again told Kairi that she did good because Kairi had helped her retain the title at Mania. Asuka snapped again, contradicted herself, and slapped Kairi in the middle of the ring. In the middle of WrestleMania, Kairi snapped. For the first time in nearly a year, she fought back. She stopped being afraid. Asuka realized she could no longer control her. The following weeks only intensified the conflict. Asuka blamed Kairi for ruining her WrestleMania moment, but Kairi refused to be intimidated. And when Asuka attempted to blind her with the mist, Kairi showed that she knew Asuka better than anyone, protecting herself and turning Asuka's mind games against her. For the first time, Asuka ran away. And now we arrive at Backlash. Asuka enters as Women's Intercontinental Champion. Kairi enters as the challenger. But this match is about far more than a championship. For years, Kairi lived in Asuka's shadow, under Asuka's control, was manipulated and humiliated, and blamed for every failure and denied the success. Tonight she has the chance to change everything. Not just to win the championship and defeat Asuka, but to prove to everybody she was never just the sidekick. One story ends tonight. Either Asuka tightens her grip once and for all, or Kairi Sane finally truly becomes the captain. This is Backlash. This is Asuka versus Kairi Sane for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
The Empress is here for war. Asuka operates on a totally different level.
So dangerous, so unpredictable. Asuka is one of the all-time greats.
There's always something a bit unnerving about Asuka. It's not just one thing, it's everything, man.
The sinister grin, the menacing face paint, with the always looming threat of that mist. Yeah, I'd say Asuka's unnerving.
Absolutely unfazed. She just knows how dangerous she is.
She is not someone to ever take lightly, and she plans to prove that again tonight.
It's about to get insane out here. Don't let the dancing fool you. Kairi Sane is dangerous, man. Kairi Sane has had such an incredible career in Japan and in the WWE. She's just always on point in the ring.
Yeah, and Kairi has made it known that she's looking to climb back on top of the women's division.
Yeah, but before that, we're going to see her climb that turnbuckle and do something insane, man.
Beware Asuka's quick, vicious strikes. They can knock out an opponent in an instant. Oh, these two superstars, really rough history, do not like one another. And a stare down in the center of the ring.
Yeah, good job by our official to get these two separated before the bell.
An intense stare down and a few words exchanged. Gotta wonder what was said.
Well, we just had a stalemate of intimidation. Neither one of these two backing down.
There wasn't a flinch between them. This match is all business. Well, this match has started, and you always love to see that mutual appreciation before the bell.
That was a fine show of sportsmanship, but trust me, when tensions start running high and the pressure rises, there won't be a whole lot of sportsmanship left in that ring.
Turns it around, sole of the foot meets the stomach.
Big lockup.
Maneuvers out of that to gain some control of their own. Able to get out of it and ground things with a headlock.
Great counter, and that controls the pace. And they tie up with a collar and elbow.
Goes for a headlock.
Turns it around and gains control with the wrist lock.
Slips out with the counter and able to apply the hammerlock.
She manages to maneuver herself out of harm's way.
And Asuka gets stopped in her tracks.
Irish whip reversed. Off the rope, head scissors applied, down they go. Good night, what a stunner.
Into the cover, but is it enough? She was close to the end there.
Just barely, but it counts.
Ooh, she puts the brakes on that.
Zeroing in on the throat.
She's locked in, about to go for the kill.
With a flurry of strikes all over the body.
Around him. And shoulders down, this might do it. Kick out, she still has life.
So late into the match and still able to kick out. Incredible.
Jumping stomp to the gut.
Smashed with a forearm.
Asuka shoulders her down. Shoulder shoots up before two.
She still got gas in the tank. I don't know how, but she does.
There's Kairi. Take off. Lands the crossbody.
Kairi Sane with a little power display.
And look, she's going for the victory. Wards off the pin at two.
She mustered everything she had to kick out there.
Effective counter. Oh, what a kick. Bang to the neck.
Asuka got all of her.
Goes for the pin. She kicks out. I don't believe it.
Sane displaying a great amount of fortitude. Almost an act of instinct to kick out of that.
Asuka needs to redial that trademark intensity of hers, as that last attack was clearly not enough.
And able to evade the offense.
And once again, she's put on the back foot.
Getting deeper and deeper into this match. Really starting to feel the pressure here. Stirring up, but she has no idea what's about to come her way.
Here we go. Through the air. And connects.
Throwing all caution to the wind.
And boy, did it pay off.
Time to back up as the announce desk gets cleared.
Oh my!
time to back up. This action is getting a little too close for comfort.
Oh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad.
The official's count is getting as close as you can cut it.
Power from the suplex. A slap.
Back and forth we go.
Now Sane catches her by surprise.
No quick these two battle up. Oh, this exchange is whipping this capacity crowd into a frenzy. Ooh!
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Delivers the knee.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
Oh, so hard. It shook the whole tape.
Oh, no. She's got her on our announce table. This is not going to end well, gentlemen. What does she have in mind?
Ooh, one step ahead there. Using the table to cause some serious damage.
Oh, it's gone.
Up across the shoulder. That was nasty.
And now just buried underneath the rubble of our announce desk.
And they could be buried down there for a long time.
The WWE Universe is on their feet.
Sane about to launch into orbit.
And that's not what she was looking for there.
Oh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad.
Effective head scissors takedown.
Ringer. Oh, there it is. The Asuka lock is in. It's the crossface.
Ah, she's trapped here. She's completely trapped in the... Oh, look at this. Ah, just breaks the grip, delivers an elbow, and just like that, she's back out of it. A deafening cheer from the WWE Universe is reverberating around us.
Absolutely unreal. How this match is still going on defies all reasoning.
This could do it.
Lift off.
Oh, took a flight, but crashed like the jet, man.
That unraveled on Asuka. Leapfrog.
Double up kick to the face.
And she quickly turned that around.
A chain of reversals here. Every motion getting cut off.
Oh, leg lariat.
Stretching every part of the arm there.
And that was offense with a purposeful purpose.
Oh, now she's looking to apply the pressure with this submission maneuver. Boston Crab, the pressure's on.
Agony up. Half crab rolls on her back, and that'll help her break. Asuka setting up.
Asuka's next move might be the last one she needs. Asuka, Asuka lock, Asuka lock.
Asuka lock, Asuka lock. Nowhere to go. Matter of time.
Wait. Are you kidding me?
How did she break the Asuka lock?
This is it. This is that moment. We're all seeing an all-time classic right here.
Ooh, smacked by the back fist.
Getting put against the turnbuckles. A flurry of ferocious attacks here, and there is no respite whatsoever because incoming, massive superplex! Saw what was coming, got out of harm's way.
Is victory close? This could be it. Foot on the bottom rope.
From the heavens. Whoa, look out.
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home. Punctuating it all with one last stomp. Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
Oh, holding the wrist and kicking away is Asuka. What a counter. Kairi thinking big.
Wants to finish this.
Saying about to launch into orbit. Good Lord. Taking flight.
Wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
And the cover. Almost had her.
She's alive. She's alive. Might want to try some holy water and garlic to take her out now. My goodness.
Right into the ring post. What impact.
A stomp to the gut turns things around.
Knees meet face.
Sane won't withstand that.
And they're still in this.
Kairi Sane showing incredible backbone. Able to get the shoulder up before the final.
And look at this. Asuka getting her opponent into a hold.
And this hold is absolutely torture. Working on the Achilles, but not for long.
Kairi Sane looking to lock in a submission. There it is. The anchor has dropped.
Struggling to get out of this submission. Struggling to avoid all the...
The anchor submission. And she managed to find a way out.
That could make an opening for her.
And crucifix now. Looking for the win, but being denied in the process. Here we are, hooked for the 3.
And she fights it off.
Obviously still has some fight left. Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
There's Kairi turning the table. Kairi Sane with some good timing here.
Sane about to launch into orbit. Insane elbow.
Going back to the well once again.
2. It wasn't enough. She kicked out.
I don't often doubt Asuka, but I doubted her ability to kick out there. Lucky for her, I was proven wrong.
And Kairi needs to keep her composure now. She can't allow her frustration to alter her strategy. Wards that off.
Lifted to the top rope.
Going up top. This isn't going to be good. Vicious back suplex. Anything Asuka is trying is being suppressed.
Asuka's defenses are being mowed down.
Measured kick to the vertebrae.
Going blow for blow. Each one getting stiffer.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
No wind is holding back here. Going all out. Bam! Boom!
Both superstars just unloading, putting it all on the line.
Oh, that blow just tipped the scales in their favor.
Alabama slam.
Kairi Sane cleared for takeoff. Insane elbow.
Kairi ending this fight right there.
Kairi Sane from the ropes. Insane elbow finds the mark.
That is going to keep Asuka down.
And what a win. What a hard-fought win tonight.
So Kairi Sane has won the Intercontinental Championship, a championship she really should have had the opportunity to compete for, and possibly win, since she would have been the ideal candidate. I'll explain in my final speech why I chose to do this, but basically what happens here, I'm not going to add all the commentary, but essentially it's very, very similar to what we got at the end of the real Backlash, only we get a reunion between all three of them here. And so we end the story here, the same way the story ended in real life. Asuka has turned back into a babyface, embraced and reunited with her co-high, or in this case co-highs, has taken her suitcase to go into the sunset away from the WWE for a while, going on hiatus and leaving Iyo to carry the legacy. It was an emotional, if somewhat bittersweet ending, and I liked how it was to a certain degree in real life. Only one thing was missing, and it left everything feeling very incomplete, and I couldn't get past that. That's why I decided to make this video series, so that I, and anyone else who felt the same way I did, had a way of seeing a more complete version of the story we all wanted. I will be honest, I was watching WWE for way more than just this one storyline for several years, but it was in fact Kairi's real life release that broke the camel's back for me, was the final straw. You can tell by now I was incredibly invested in this storyline, and kept tuning into it regardless of every flaw or fumble they had down the road going all the way back when it started, and it did start off brilliantly. The reason I chose to rebook it from Elimination Chamber is because I specifically wanted there to be a payoff at WrestleMania of some sorts, and I feel the weeks leading to Mania were where the worries about whether it would happen or not started to happen, so I wanted to make this in a way to ensure it did happen. I tried my very best to make sure I didn't bury any wrestler, and I hope I haven't. It sucks a little bit that I had AJ Lee lose the Intercontinental Championship so close after winning it, but I feel that neither she or Becky Lynch really needed it, and I was able to elevate that feud as well on the side. I also feel bad for shifting Bayley versus AJ and taking something that meant something away from that. Bayley is actually one of my favourites, but the thing is, Bayley is still around and will have lots of other chances to do great stuff. Kairi is gone now and won't get this opportunity, and that was really a difficult pill to swallow. So I felt it was a necessary sacrifice in this version of events. I apologise to that and to Bayley fans and to Bayley herself, though it's nothing to worry about because this is fictional anyway. I felt the need to put a title in this feud because honestly, I felt WWE hadn't quite treated Asuka right. She had lost far too frequently prior to Backlash, and I wanted to give it back some needed credibility so the stakes were actually higher by the time we got to that Backlash match, so that Kairi's victory would end up meaning a lot more. The only other person who lost a little bit in this booking was Ivy Nile, as she didn't get the pinfall over Iyo Sky. Sorry to her and to her fans, but quite frankly, that pinfall victory didn't actually do anything for her anyway. I didn't really feel she lost anything from this. Was my booking perfect? No. There really should have been a triple threat match between the three of them somewhere. Yeah, I just couldn't find a place to fit it without going back in time even further. And wanting to go down the realistic booking route and changing as little as possible, I needed to ensure that I accommodated Asuka taking a hiatus from the WWE after Backlash, and therefore I had a time limit to work with. In an ideal scenario, I would have made the Kairi, Asuka and Iyo ending up being more of a trilogy of matches rather than just the two we got, and it probably would have gone on for a couple more months. My booking may have seemed a bit rushed at the end, but that's just how it was. And in a way, it did kind of get a bit rushed in the last 2 weeks in real life anyway. Speaking of bookings, in an ideal world, it's not just Chamber onwards that really should have been changed. If I had more freedom, more time, and I was a better booker and stuff, I'd go back even further. I personally wouldn't have involved Becky and AJ Lee at the Survivor Series War Games and had Bayley and Lyra instead, because when you added Becky, Lynch and AJ Lee, it became all about them and not Iyo Sky and Asuka like it should have been. After all, they're the ones the story started around. But to add Bayley and Lyra, which would have made just as much sense at the time, you would have had one of them turn heel, and doing that would have opened up a huge can of worms. One of them would have been acting as heels all the way through, and you would have had to have changed the story that led to the tag team title match at Mania, and it would have all just got very messy. I wouldn't have just been rebooking one storyline, I would have been rebooking about 4 or 5. The series would have been going on for about 6 months, and I wanted to get this whole thing out before the supposed 90 days clause for Kairi Sane was up, simply because I didn't want to lose too much relevancy. I didn't actually start proper work on this series until Asuka left after Backlash. I thought about doing it right after Kairi's release, but I didn't, just in case of the odd chance she did pop up at Backlash and do an R-Truth. After all, she was trending for 2 weeks on Twitter, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. I think she will be very successful wherever she goes because of all this. Despite me writing the story after Asuka left, I can share with you that there's a scenario I created for WrestleMania 42 with the Asuka lock after the Asuka's Mania victory, the slaps, the events of the 2 Raws after, well except for the Becky-Iyo match, I couldn't have predicted that. But everything that was actually going on was kind of in my head anyway, as some sort of fantasy scenario I created for myself, going on around about Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber time anyway. So basically, what I have created here is not what I think should, based on retroactively speaking. This is what I was kind of looking forward to seeing and hoping would happen already before we even got there. But I wasn't going to put anything like this out, and I never thought I'd actually have to share or implement my ideas, because I honestly thought WWE were going to do something better than what I came up with. But it does explain how I was able to write this so quick, because it was based on ideas I already had. Many people wanted Asuka to have that WrestleMania moment, something she's not had yet. For Asuka versus Iyo, 2 Japanese women, to be facing each other at Mania would have been a first time ever. And for Kairi's face turn and push to be, as a solo star, to be at this point, this was the way I fantasized them accomplishing all this, pleasing almost as many people as possible. It's just such a shame that this wasn't to be reality. Speaking of Kairi's solo push, well, in my head, based on what I've booked, her next match after this would be a title defense against Becky Lynch at Clash in Italy, which was similar to what we had at Clash in Italy with Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruka. Then after that happens, regardless who wins, Sol Ruka can get involved and we can get close to the IC title eventually going to Sol Ruka and getting to a back to reality booking. If somebody else wants to continue the story from that point on, be my guest, but for me, I'm going to leave it here, having expressed everything I personally could. I want to thank anybody who has gone through this journey with me. I hope you found this somewhat enjoyable, found some solace in all this. Despite some obstacles I had to overcome, yeah, I have, I'm probably going to distance myself from WWE stuff for a while and focus on other projects I've got going on. I play to rehearse, music projects and stuff, and go back to my other channel and my other hobbies until I hear such news and until I've kind of recovered from all this. So until I feel like I'm ready to get back into engaging in some sort of wrestling again, as Kairi said, I'll set sail in my own time. Take care everyone and stay well.